It's here, guys. It's finally here. The holy grail of backup cameras. However, this holy grail does not belong in a museum, if you get my drift. This holy grail belongs on any van, pickup truck, school bus, trailer, or RV. That's right. We got it right here. The first completely cordless digital wireless backup camera with an internal battery that is powered by the sun. That's right. This guy right here, this guy, solar powered with a 15-hour battery. This is the screen you're going to watch it on. And in this video, I'm going to tell you all about it. Let's get started. Welcome back. As I mentioned in the intro, today we're going to discuss our solar-powered backup camera system. If you whip on over to TadiBrothers.com, put in the search bar SKU 20934, it will pop it right up. You could even search for the word solar, and you'll see the different assortment of solar-powered cameras that we have on the website. The basic bundle comes with this camera right here. All right, now right there, what I'm focusing in on are the solar panels that power the camera itself. It also has an internal battery that will work for up to 15 hours depending on the environment. So when you're driving at night, you're still going to have an image, obviously. The camera itself is digital wireless, which is compatible with this digital wireless monitor. It's 5 inches, ultra thin, and it's really cool. The reason it's really cool is because as you can see right there, you see that little square there? That is an IR reader for gesture control. So if you put it farther away on your dash and you want to change the channel to see from camera 1 to camera 2, you can do like this, right? Like, it's not the droid you're looking for. And it'll change from camera 1 to camera 2. If you do that a third time, you're going to see it split screen because this little 5-inch monitor right here can work up to 2 cameras at the same time, which is really cool because now you can put a camera in the front and a camera in the back. It's got the adjustable lens that I'll show you guys in the unboxing that will point the camera straight down if you want it or up in the sky if you need that for whatever reason. The basic idea is the thing that everybody's requesting is that they wanted something with no drilling. This is it. It's finally lightweight enough with enough juice that'll give you the quality that you've come to expect from Taddy Brothers. So it's a no drilling, stick-on solution for any type of vehicle, pickup truck, van, or RV. Now let's go to the unboxing so you can see the different components in greater detail. I'll also show you how to pair it, how to use some of the features. It's really cool. I think you guys are going to like it. Let's go over there right now. So here are the components that are included in the holy grail of RV backup cameras, also known as the solar-powered RV backup camera system. Okay, the first part I want to show you guys is the 5-inch screen that's included. You can see it's very thin. That's 5-inch diagonal. The connection for the antenna is right over here. This is where you connect the mount, and you have 3 buttons here to control the screen, to switch between the 2 different channels. Remember, you could do 2 cameras here, and you could even do it split screen. If you don't want to fumble around with any buttons, we even have an IR detector here, which works on gesture control. So you can go and say, these are not the droids you're looking for, if you get my point here. But this is the monitor that you get here with this. It'll work really well in bright environments, and we'll test it out in a second here so you can see actually how it looks. Next thing we have are the antennas. You get 2 of these antennas that you see right here. They are 100% waterproof and weatherproof, very durable, and we made them very simple so you can use them on the camera or the monitor, whatever's convenient for you. We also made it really small so you can tuck it away behind the screen if you would like. Next up is the mount that you see here. This is the suction cup mount, can be articulated in many different ways. It's very durable, even in like the really hot sun. You put the suction up to the windshield, it's not going anywhere. So this is the suction cup that you get here, the mount for it.
Next up is the standard cigarette adapter. It's cool, very easy to operate. It even has a shut-off power button if you want to deactivate the system. Also, we have here a plug for charging the camera. Okay, this comes in handy for people that are going to store their RV in some environment that's not in the sun. So when you first take out the RV, you might need to give the camera some juice. This is what that's for. Otherwise, once it's mounted up there, the sun's going to power it. I'll give you more details later, but the camera itself has 12 to 15 hours of battery life. Also, we have here a pigtail. This is to power the monitor. If you want to hardwire the monitor instead of using the cigarette adapter, we give you that option as well. And here we have the mount. Now, this is the part that's really cool because this mount is, look how thin it is here. Okay, it's got these grooves where the camera is going to slide in. You just mount this on any wall of the RV, front or back, and it will allow you to just slide the camera right into it. You could also use the included adhesive. I mean, what's funny is the adhesive is like thicker than the actual panel itself. So this is really cool, and I'll show you how it slips in a second. Also, we get here this right here. This is the pin that you're going to use to start the pairing process if needed. Usually the cameras come paired, so just in case you don't, we give you 2 of those, and you get screws to lock the camera into the bracket. So this is the housing for the camera. Okay, and what happens is you take the camera right here, and once it's mounted on the wall, you just slide it in like this, right? So it goes in, and it slides in, and it doesn't go anywhere. If you want to lock it in, you just screw it in right there, and you're good to go. But that's basically how the bracket works and how it functions. Let me go over the camera and show you how that looks. So here you see, this is the camera. This is the big improvement that we have here. It has 120 degrees, which can be upgraded to 150 degrees. Powered by the sun. It includes a 5200 milliamp battery, which would last you 12 to 15 hours, depending on the environment, the temperature outside, but the minimum is going to be 12 hours. Here's where the antenna will go. And right over here, we have an indicator light that'll tell you when the camera's powered or when it's connected or if it's pairing. That tells you what's going on. And let me show you the inside here, where you could charge it and the pairing button. So as you see right here, you have a USB-C connector, and that is where the pairing button is for the camera itself. It's covered by this really cool rubber thing right here, so water's not going to get in there. This is a very heavy-duty construction. You can see here, the camera itself, by the way, is adjustable. You can adjust it to your needs. Okay. One other thing to know about the system is that it can accept up to 2 cameras, and you could see them 1 at a time or 2 at a time on a split screen. And what's cool is you could put 1 camera in the back, and then you could even put 1 camera in the front, or some people have put it on the side using it as a doorbell. If you put it in the front, there are adjustments in the monitor that'll flip the image so that it will be safe when you're looking forward. So a lot of RVers or people with large vehicles will point this down so they could see if there's any kid or anything in the way. So that's something that's really handy with this system right here. Let's put this system together. So here we have the 5-inch screen. First thing I'm going to do is connect the antenna to it. Remember, these are weatherproof and waterproof, and they're interchangeable between the solar camera and the screen itself. Here's the antenna right there. Let's put it in there. Next up, we're going to do the suction cup. You put the grooves in. 1 second, at the bottom, and then you click it up. You hear that click. And then remember, here are the buttons we're going to use. The middle one is the menu button. Then you have a plus and a minus, which is up and down. Okay, that's the screen right there. It's a 5-inch screen, diagonal, viewable. You're going to see how bright it is in a second when I set it up with the other camera. Next up is the camera itself. This is the wireless RV camera. Digital means it's going to go very, very far. We're going to test that distance after this video. We're going to test the distance to show you how far it goes. And all it really needs is this antenna plugged into it. You also have this right here, which is the socket for charging it and the pairing button, and that's the indicator light that is for the camera telling you when it's pairing. The charging is only meant to use for when you store it, right? If you store your camera for the winter, your system for the winter, it's not, a lot of times it won't have sun. So initially you just want to give it some power, use the charger, and then you should be good after that. Here's that slot that I was telling you about. This is what you would mount on the wall of the RV or the vehicle. Put that in there. You use that adhesive right there, put it in, and it falls right in. Okay. One other thing that I wanted to point out here, you see how the camera here can be manipulated up and down? This is so you can put the camera in the front of your vehicle. Point it straight down, you're going to see what's going on. Another thing that we've seen people use with this type of system is you can use this as like a doorbell, right? So if somebody comes up to your vehicle, if you put this in front on the side pointing at your door, it's always going to work. It's in the sun, right? And you just open up this monitor and you can see what's going on. All right, so that is here, because remember, this thing can take 2 cameras. It does split screen. All right, so we got that here. Let me take this off, and I'm going to put this over here. Okay, and let's power up the screen. I will not be using the cigarette adapter for the demonstration. Here's a cigarette adapter. I'm just going to use the pigtails that are included as if we want to hardwire it, which I actually think is a nicer way of setting it up. Go like that, right here. Okay, and once I plug it in, we'll need a couple seconds to boot, and then we'll see what's going on. Second. All right, there you go. There you have it. The image is right there. You have the camera going. Let's now pair the camera. I want to show you guys the process of pairing. So you can see here that we are on camera 1. Here, let me make that a little easier for you there. Right, you're seeing we're on camera 1 there. You're seeing the reception and the battery power of the camera itself. What we have to do is we're first going to have to move to the channel that we want to pair it on. Then we're going to put the camera into pairing mode, and then as a third step, we're putting the monitor into pairing mode. But the camera needs to be the first one that enters pairing. So here, let's go do it. Go up here. Oops. 1 second. Let's change it to camera 2. And we're going to go to the camera. And what we're going to do is we're going to push the little button that you see here with my little pin, and we're going to wait for this thing to blink. So I'm going to click on it a couple of times. There you go. It's blinking now. All right, now I'm going to put it over here. And we're going to move this thing into pairing mode by clicking menu 3 times and then holding down the pairing button once. And there you have it. It's paired. All right, you're seeing right there. Now you're seeing the reception, and you're seeing the battery life, and that it's got power, and the monitor is getting power, so it's showing you all that information. Okay, let me go over some of the menu options here so you can see what that is. Right here you have the brightness, the time. This tells you how long the camera will stay on after the movement stops. Okay, you can have it on for as long as you like. Then you have the color, the contrast, the orientation of the camera. So this is if you want to put the camera in the front or something like that, you can do that here as well. A lot of our customers also put this as a door camera, like a Ring doorbell type thing. You can put that in there, and then you can move this anywhere you want in the vehicle. Okay. Then we have here the grid lines. You can make them wider, shorter, different position. You could even turn them off if you like. It's up to you what you want to do with them. Right here, I'm going to turn mine off, and then now we're going to go see the split screen. So if you remember, before we were on camera 1, and the split screen was on this side. So to show you that it paired to the other channel, now you're seeing it on that side. Okay, that's how you see it there, and then we're going to go back to camera number 1 and back to camera number 2. But that's basically what we have here, right? This is the system itself. You see how easy it was for me to pair it? That's why we call it the holy grail of cameras. This guy right here has 5200 milliamp battery. It's got anti-fog glass on it, so it's never going to get fogged up no matter what the weather is. It's IP68. It's got an insane range between the camera and the monitor that we're going to go outside and test right in a minute here. It also works on extreme weather, so you can go from minus 30 to positive 50 Celsius. I mean, this thing is very, very durable. That's what it's meant for. And one of the things that's nice about it is that everything is integrated. The battery, the transmitter, everything is integrated into the camera and the screen itself. And don't forget, you have the gesture control that lets you move between camera 1 and camera 2. Right? Like here right now, I just moved to the other channel with my camera there. But that's the unboxing of the system itself. Let's go on outside and check the distance.
Okay, so here's the plan. I've got the components here. We got the monitor and the camera right here. And I got us a Cuckoo for Cocoa Puff length measuring tape that is 200 feet, or for our Canadian buddies, we love you guys, 60 meters, okay? And what we're gonna do is we're gonna staple it down to the bottom here, the beginning of the driveway, and we're gonna have Gabe walk 40 feet down the driveway. Now, considering the length of motorhomes and RVs and trailers, horse trailers, or whatever, anything above 40, 50 feet, we're good. If we break the 50 feet barrier, I'm gonna tell them just keep going. Let's see how far this thing can go. I know my people like to over-engineer things from time to time, right? So we're gonna see how far it goes, but the minimum we're looking for, 40, 50, 60 feet, right? So that's here. The camera that we have is right here. All right, that's our camera. And the monitor that we're gonna use is the 5-inch monitor that's included with the system. And for what it's worth, I'm connecting it to one of our 18-hour magnet batteries. This sucker is obscenely powerful, very reliable. I'll put a SKU somewhere around here for you guys if you guys want to look at it up on the website. But these are the parts we're going to use for the test. Remember, this is a digital wireless system, so it should have the distance that we're looking for. And all right, let's go see. So we have this measuring tape right here. It's going to go, what, 200 feet? Yeah, 200 feet. And we're gonna go see how far it goes. So we're gonna watch the measuring tape go, and we're gonna stop every 100 feet or something, every 50 feet. I don't know. Let's see how long this thing lasts. Where are you at now?
35 feet.
Okay. There you go. Let's go. Keep going.
60 feet.
60 feet like it's nothing. Let's see if we can crack 100. All right, that's awesome. Let's keep going. What is that, 130?
130.
Okay. Let's keep going. All right, we're seeing it. Whoa. You think you can crack 200? $175. Here you have it. We're gonna do 200. Wow. All right, cool. Very cool. So we have here the monitor, and we have the waypoint right there, and Gabe is 200 feet away with a live image. What we're gonna do is we're gonna walk between these 15 cars, between me and Gabe, and see if this camera can cut through all those cars. Because that's really the ultimate test, right? You have an open space, that's great, but let's see what happens when we go between the car. All right, Gabe, let's do it. Give me some movement when you get there. All right, so you can see I am between the car. He's between his truck, right? There you go. Perfect. And he's giving us the thumbs up. Everything good. There you have it. All right, guys, we're cutting through all those cars, and this is the waypoint. Gabe, come back out so we can see how far away you are. There you go. All right. See you in a minute. Let's summarize what we just saw here, okay? The first test was we wanted to see an aerial view distance between the camera and the monitor. 50, 60 feet would have been great. We know that's usually what we're driving, but we just continued with the test and we blew it out of the water, right? Gabe got to 200 feet like it was nothing, and the image was flawless, as if you're standing 3 feet away. As a side note, when the camera turned off, I had Gabe continue walking down that driveway, and he hit the wall, and the camera was still working perfectly. So I don't know how far it was going to go, but that distance was 280 feet approximately. The measuring tape ran out at 200 feet. So we know it's got the distance. We know the technology that binds it will give you that distance. Then we were like, okay, let's test now that it goes through thick walls, because I hear that a lot, especially with horse trailers or new RVs that have a lot of aluminum in them. That's an issue. So what we did was we went through the thickness of 15 vehicles. Nobody here is driving anything that has the thickness of 15 vehicles. So if we worked on that, it was the ultimate test, and it did. It blew that out of the water too. Gabe went, did the thumb thing, and it kept moving, and there was no lag. So it was a really good image. So we've satisfied all those tests to make sure that the product is up to the standards that we're used to at TadiBrothers. So if everything you've seen in this video does not convince you to buy that system, let me give you a few other, a little brag, if you don't mind. First thing, when you buy from us, anything you buy comes with a 30-day full money-back guarantee. That means that if you're not happy for any reason, even if you don't like the smell of the tape that we use to close the box, give us a call and we will take it back for a full refund, no questions asked. If you decide to keep the product, which I know you will, there is also a 1-year warranty on the product. That warranty gets serviced right here in America. Like our tech team that's right here in America, that's where all the servicing does. So if there's anything you ever need, you give us a call in sunny California and we'll take care of you. Now, if that didn't convince you guys to buy from us, if the 30-day and the 1-year warranty didn't do it, I will tell you this. Whip on over to TrustPilot.com. Type in Taddy Brothers and you will see the hundreds and hundreds of 5-star reviews that we have. Now, at the time of shooting this video, earlier this morning, I was actually notified that we cracked the 1,000 review mark. So any of you that care enough to go look at reviews probably know that getting 1,000 verified reviews is a little cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. That is not an easy feat, but the service agents here worked tirelessly to make that happen. They have gone beyond. I've seen them do things like go on FaceTime or schedule an appointment for the weekend and help them find. I've seen some crazy stuff our service agents do here just to make sure the customer is happy and making sure that the product will work up to the standards that we hold. Might be even higher than your standards. That's how good we want to make sure that every single customer is happy. So, if you have any other questions, you're still not sure, if you still want to know about any minute feature, give us a call. Our USA-based agents are waiting to answer your questions. Call us at 866-966-5550. If you want to talk to me, I'm always here. Ask for me. I'm Tamir, and it would be an honor to earn your business. From all of us here at Taddy Brothers, thanks for watching and have a great day. Had to use the hat one more time. I had to. Just no self-control. See you guys next time.